Good morning. Whew. It's a Wednesday, my friends, and we're going to get through it. For some of us, it's our Thursday. For some of us, it's still a Wednesday, but that's okay. If you have a good Friday off, I hope your work week's wrapping up on a great note and you're getting ready for all the Easter fun that's coming down the pipeline. It's our daily show on the 16th day of April. CJ Nasello here with you on RiverBender.com, and a laid-back Wednesday show. We had to do some rescheduling with some guests. We're going to move them to next week. Sydney Sink's going to join us in just a couple of minutes, and she's going to fill us in on her latest blog, which she was at Glow Bingo for Centerstone, so I'm excited to see and hear how that went. Then after that, we're going to be talking to Lacy McDonald in the 10 o'clock hour and getting the latest from her in her weekly 100 Years Ago article, where we take a step back in the time machine and just more conversations along the way on this Wednesday morning. Let's take a look at top of the hour news now. Here's what you need to know. Make sure you join myself and over 70,000 people that are truly in the know each and every day of the work week and on Saturdays with Around the Riverbend. Two local men, Chad Gill of Godfrey and Matthew Smith of East Alton, have been charged with theft related to a copper wire robbery reported earlier this year. Smith allegedly stole copper wire that was valued between $500 and $10,000 from Alton Materials on the 5th of February, 2025. And on the same day, Gill is accused of knowingly receiving the stolen copper wire. Both men faced Class 3 felony charges and were granted pretrial release following their arraignment on April the 8th. The case follows another recent copper theft involving over $10,000 in stolen material from Wheeland in East Alton, and all suspects again are presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Also in regional news today, Patrick Steinway, 41, of St. Louis, has been charged with stealing more than $25,000 from St. Margaret Mary Church. Authorities say Steinway, who volunteered and worked at a local bank, managed the church's athletic department and handled program fees. The investigation began in January after irregularities were found during routine audits involving two church accounts and one personal account Steinway opened without approval. It was determined he transferred funds from church accounts into his personal account. Steinway is currently held on a $25,000 cash-only bond. The case remains under investigation currently. A family is seeking support following a devastating car accident on March the 17th that claimed the lives of Ashley Kohler and her 10-year-old son Jacob, while leaving her 3-year-old daughter Gracie critically injured. In response, friends and family have organized the Emmerich Family Benefit Fundraiser set for 1 p.m. Sunday, May the 4th at St. Clair Bowl in Fairview Heights. The event will feature a silent auction, a ball raffle, a 9-pin no-tap tournament with a $25 entry fee, and all proceeds will go to support Kohlers for children. To participate or reserve a spot, you can contact 618-972-4713. The community's generosity will help this family navigate this heartbreaking time. Motorists traveling on Illinois 143 and Wood River will encounter lane restrictions today as the Illinois Department of Transportation conducts emergency bridge deck repairs. Right lanes in both directions from Enviro Way to Loxon Dam Way will be closed, with all lanes expected to be reopened by Thursday, the 17th of April. Drivers should anticipate delays, allow extra travel time, and be alert for changing road conditions. If you need IDOT District 8 updates, you can follow them on X, or you can see the area road map and the construction details on gettingaroundillinois.com. Maya and Alex Steffen have become essential contributors to the Marquette Catholic girls soccer team's successful season. In a recent match against Roxana, the sisters both scored, helping to secure another strong victory and showcasing their talent and teamwork. Their outstanding performances this season have earned them the Tucker's Automotive Repair and Tire Female Athlete of the Month honors. Maya expressed gratitude for playing alongside her sister and fulfilling her dream of representing Marquette Catholic, while Alex cherished the shared experiences on and off the field. The Steffen sisters continue to inspire as teammates and siblings and playing a pivotal role in the Explorers' impressive spring campaign. And congratulations on the Athlete of the Month nomination. This Mother's Day, which is Sunday, May the 11th, start marking your calendars. 612 North Event Space and Catering is inviting you to honor the special woman in your life with their brunch experience located inside the historic Coultry building at 612 North 2nd Street, guests will enjoy stunning views of the Arch, Mississippi River, and downtown. The brunch buffet offers prime rib, fried chicken and waffles, and classic breakfast staples, house salads, and hot dishes like Cajun pasta and baked cod. Plus, desserts and unlimited mimosas for just $22 a person. Reservations are required and can be made at 612north.com. Finally in the news today, on May the 10th, the city of Grafton will host its 5th annual Sip, Sample, and Stroll event, inviting community members to enjoy a day of food, drinks, and local shopping. 14 participating restaurants will offer samples for their signature dishes and beverages, including jambalaya, smoked wings, and non-alcoholic options as well. Attendees must purchase a $30 ticket by May the 5th and pick up the wristbands at City Hall that day, May the 10th, between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. The event runs 11 a.m. until 5:30 p.m. on May the 10th. Alongside the tastings, visitors are encouraged to explore the new retail spaces and receive the tote bags with coupons to make that experience even more special. The event kicks off at Grafton's lively spring season and including the free Music in the Park concert series that starts May the 29th. At 9:09, that's a look at what's happening around the Riverbend on this Wednesday morning. Let's take a look at weather. It's not too bad out there. It's pleasant. 53 degrees. It feels like 61 out there. Humidity must be up. Today, mostly sunny and warmer, and tonight becoming cloudy with a thunderstorm in spots later on. Currently, air quality sitting at 47, which is good. Grass levels are moderate. Mold is low. Ragweed's moderate. The tree levels are high. That's why I need to take an allergy pill, and the UV index is too. Temperatures will reach about 70 degrees today and drop down to 52 overnight as we head into Thursday. On Thursday, the 17th of April, we will see more of those scattered thunderstorms as they'll be coming in this evening, later on tonight, and continuing into Thursday. On Thursday, a high of 72, a low of 62 degrees, and on Friday, partly sunny skies, a high of 82. I will take that and run. Thank you. A high of 82, a low of 55, and partly sunny skies. On Saturday, here comes the deluge, and it continues on Sunday. On Saturday, a high of 58, a low of 52, and we are going to get a lot of rain this weekend. They're predicting upwards of 2 to 4 inches of rain in some spots. On Sunday, those rain showers could potentially turn into thunderstorms, a high of 64 on Easter and a low of 50 with, again, that chance of thunderstorms. So that's a look at the next 5 days. Here's what's happening now. It's 54 degrees at 9:10. For time and temperature throughout the day, 618-465-4545. This time powered by Bounce Back, Rehab, Recover, and Return Home. You can also stay up to date in real time all the time by going to RiverBender.com/weather. Alrighty, so like I've told you for months, why are you cooking your own Easter? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I hate to just throw that out there, but it's a little bit early on a Wednesday, and I'm feeling it, so why not? Easter, why are you cooking? You could have just called Carver's and had them cater it. I just saw a post the other day from Carver's, and they're getting orders left and right, and honestly, it's no better time to do it. I mean, when Carver's does it for you, it takes all the stress out of preparing for that big meal and all those people coming over and making sure that they're satisfied with it, all that good stuff. Carver's has got you covered. When my family has those holidays like Christmas and Thanksgiving, Carver's is the place we call, or if we got family coming into town and want to cook or have a bigger meal, just call Carver's. You know what I think's great too is those folks that, ranch dressing spicy to them, they put the sauce on the side. So that way you don't have to worry about, people getting their palates messed up or anything like that and getting truly what they want. From brisket to pulled pork and shredded everything you can think of at Carver's, they have it for you. So I just want to throw that out there one last time. It is Wednesday, so it's probably going to be a little bit of a please, can you take my order? I don't know. I think you still could. I think you can still place your order. And you'll still have some time, but just wanted to throw it out there today because for months I keep telling you, quit cooking and let Carver's do it for you on Easter, on Mother's Day, on the 4th of July, on Memorial, all of them. Why are you doing it to yourself when you got the award-winning barbecue right here in your own hometown that's ready to do it for you? At carversbbq.com, you can also place an order for lunch. Go in, pick it up today, get a brisket burger, and go put $20 in the slot machine and see if you can pay for that lunch. At Carver's Barbecue, don't forget to tell them that CJ sent you over their way. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with Sydney, and we'll have some fun on this Wednesday morning. Blog Talk next.
car accident. At the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh-made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Have a rash, pink eye, or urinary tract infection and need care now? OSF On Call Urgent Care is here to treat you. Start a virtual visit 24/7, whenever and wherever you need it. It's just that easy. osfoncall.org/virtual visit.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back to our... I goes loud for a second, man. Welcome back to Our Daily Show. Sydney Sinks joins us now. Blog Talk with Sydney. What'd you write about?
Well, here's the thing. So you can only write about something so many times before you're like, I have to go see it for myself. So you have Centerstone on the show like twice a month, and I've worked with them before on other stories. So I know a lot about Centerstone and their services and stuff like that. So all that being said, when I found out they were doing their Glow Bingo night this past weekend, I was like, well, I gotta go see what this is about. So I went to Glow Bingo.
What it's about?
Well, exactly. It was very fun. And it was all benefited Centerstone, so it was pretty cool.
That is really cool. And, you know, Glow Bingo I have never been to before.
Yeah, I had never either. It's interesting because they turn out all the lights, you know, and all the glow stuff is there. So you get glow daubers, and you have like a glow hat on, which you can see in my photo. I have my glow hat on. And it's kind of neat because it all just glows in the dark. But it's very fun. I had no idea what to expect, but it was very cool.
Well, and honestly, I wouldn't have known what to expect either.
Yeah,
so
right.
This is kind of... But were you glowed out? I mean, did you come prepared? Did you bring a few neon...
No.
Man.
See, I'm sorry.
Wow.
I was like, it was...
Wow.
Here's the thing. I had gone blacksmithing earlier in the day.
Oh,
so
you told me that, yeah.
That's like a future vlog, so we'll talk about that in a couple weeks. But no, I had gone blacksmithing, so I was tired and sore and sweaty. And I was like, you know what? We're just going to go to Glow Bingo, and it'll be chill. So, yeah.
I really am interested about how your blacksmithing day went.
It was really
That's
interesting.
Awesome.
Yeah, we'll circle back.
Okay, we'll circle back. But, you know, going into this, was it a full house?
It was completely full, yeah.
Wow.
So we got there doors opened at 6 and bingo started at 7. Me and my friends got there at 6:05. We said, we're going to get there early. We're going to get a table. So we showed up. Already the parking lot was full. We're like, wow. Clearly the community really supported Centerstone, too, and their mission. So it was really cool
awesome
to see, yeah.
That is really good. It's probably because they read your article, too.
Right, read the article and listen to them on your show and all that stuff. No, but it's cool what Centerstone does, so we should not undermine that. That is really amazing.
And honestly, that's why I think it's great they have events like this too, because it really is great to get all their staff, you know, the folks that are working for them too, to have a night that, you know, that you can kind of relax and enjoy with your family and coworkers and stuff too, and then the community.
Absolutely. And Ann Tyree, who's the CEO for Centerstone,
she's great.
She's really nice. She said beforehand, this is kind of the first time that we've done something like this, like a kind of a let your hair down event for everybody in the community to come out and fundraise. And she said it's clearly a success because it was just full of hundreds of people. So
That's
it
awesome.
was really cool. Yeah. So it was really exciting.
Well, and with that being said, were you prepared the right way? I see you had sandwiches, but what type of sandwiches? I mean, okay.
So we prepared. We said, if we're going to go to Glow Bingo, we're going to make this an event. So my friend made a casserole. My other friend went to Crumble Cookie and got crumble cookies,
Wow.
which I had never had before. So that was
Were you a fan?
I was a big fan. It was really good. I mean, it's cookies. You can't go wrong with that.
It's true.
So yeah, so we prepared. We were ready. So we brought all of our food out and we set up on our table and we had our daubers and our food and we were like, let's play bingo.
So sandwiches wise though, were these gourmet I mean, that's where I'm just trying to get past the
no, this is the most important part of the whole thing. Yeah.
So we're talking just like, Wonder Bread and some meat here, or are we talking
no.
real? Okay, that's what I was wanting to know. This is a good sandwich.
This is my friend. My friend, she's a great cook. She does this kind of thing all the time, and she made the casserole and she made these sandwiches that had like little peppers on them, and it was really good.
Wow.
So big shout out to Leanne. We'll shout out Leanne.
There you go. Good for you. That's she'll also be catering the next blog talk.
Yeah, I'll let her know. She's got to come out and help out. Yeah.
So this is cool though. What type of casserole?
Hash brown casserole.
Oh, you can't go wrong. That's a
barrel.
good.
Yeah, very good, very good. So shout out again.
This is great.
It was. I mean, yeah.
I'm impressed.
We made it kind of a whole thing. I'll be
impressed.
honest with you. We said we're gonna go out and have fun. We've done this before for like trivia nights and stuff like that, but we don't. We just every now and then we do things like this, and we're like, we're gonna have a lot of fun with it. So we came out. We made it a nice time. It was BYO snacks, so we did that, and it was fun.
That is really cool. Well, bingo started at 7, so the lights all go out, and then the glow starts.
The glow begins, yeah. So that was neat. And I don't know, have you played bingo like at all recently?
Not recently, but I have played bingo.
Right, like we've all played bingo, but like this is fancy bingo. And so I was ready. I was like, this is great. This is it's obviously a game of luck, not skill.
It's not
but
your grandma's bingo.
No, it's not. It's fancy. And so I said, I'm gonna win this. This is my chance. That being said, bingo goes so fast. People were, like I would
like the actual, okay, I thought you meant
game,
okay.
No, like I would be so close to a win and I'd be like, oh my gosh, I'm only like 2 spots away. I'm doing so good. And then somebody else, it would be like 5 numbers called and that's all it takes. And someone would be like ready to go, bingo. So
that's how I am with slots. I'm always 1 bonus symbol away. It's always 2. It's never 3.
Gambling, like you're only ever 1 shot away from doing it. So you got to keep going.
And that's why you got to keep playing bingo. Did you get one?
I did not, but one of my friends did.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So you got at least a winner at the table there.
We did, which was exciting. And how it worked is once you won your round of bingo, you had to go up to the front and like perform a little bit. So I was kind of once I realized that I was
perform what?
Well, people sang or whatever, or danced. But my friend played some air guitar, so they were in it. So shout out.
How much was it for the air guitar? How much did you win?
You won $100 cash.
Okay, well, I mean. Yeah,
I would.
You could air guitar for $100,
yeah, right.
But I don't know if I'd get up and tap dance or whatever.
Yeah, right. I don't know if I have that in me.
I'm not the performer. I guess I could do a show. That would have been awesome if I did like an interview for a couple of minutes. If I went and won.
There we go.
I'm doing that. Next Glow Centerstone. I'm at your next Glow Bingo. I gotta win.
We'll get a RiverBender table going and see what happens. Yeah.
So was that every round was $100?
Yeah, isn't that cool?
I like that.
And so shout out to the community partners too who made that happen because they the sponsors donated the money to win, and so Centerstone could then take the profits of ticket sales and the 50/50 and the silent auction raffles and all of that and take that money and then apply it to their actual services. So the big shout out to also just the community partners that decided to support because they, made it possible for people to have fun and give back.
That is cool. Well, and too, I like it because you know how some of those things go where like one round is $10 and then the next round's $500. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm always the guy that wins the $10.
Literally, yeah. And nothing against $10.
No.
But when the option is there.
So this was very, very fairly dispersed.
Very fairly dispersed, yes.
So you're a Coke Zero person.
So here's the thing. So this is the part of the blog I call the Coke Zero interlude. So my friend... Look,
you actually did. This is great. I love it. This is great. No,
I just write whatever I want, so no one stops me. So my friend who made the casserole and stuff, she said there was a cash bar, and she said, I really want a Coke Zero. And I said, I'll come with you to help you carry back some drinks and whatever. And so we went up there, and as we're walking up there, she just starts gushing about Coke Zero. She says, this is the one drink I would take on a desert island, and it is so good, and this is my one treat a day, and it's so delicious, etc., etc., etc. And I was like, sign me up.
Like a State of the Union about Coke Zero.
She was a great advertisement for Coke Zero. I said, I'm highly suggestible and I love trying new things. And I said, well, okay, let's 2 Coke Zeros, please. So it was... And I gotta say, I don't know if you've ever had a Coke Zero. Have you?
I have.
Oh, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So,
Coke Zero's your new favorite drink, I'm reading.
Yeah. So shout out to Coke Zero, I guess, because they sponsored the night for me anyway.
Oh, okay.
It's good for me.
So Coke Zero.
Yes.
Is the new drink of choice. So does that mean are we going to see like a bunch of Coke Zero bottles upstairs
Maybe
now?
this is who I am now. I don't know. I'm
the
just
new you. This is you.
I need something. And I got home and I was like caffeinated at that point just from this Coke Zero. And I
thought there was zero sugar. Oh, zero sugar.
Yeah, but there is caffeine still.
Yeah.
So I was like, it was like 10 p.m. and I was like, yeah, this is good for me.
You should have seen me on those energy drinks, Sydney. I don't think I ever went to bed. I just kind of sat there with my eyes closed.
Yeah, you stopped drinking energy drinks. We should shout out you for that.
No, not yet, because I am miserable.
It's hard. I can't say anything because I've had energy drinks the last couple of days, and they're so bad for you. But
well,
it's okay.
now you got Coke Zero to get you through the day. I mean, who needs an energy drink when you got Coke Zero?
So again, shout out to Coke Zero.
I like the passion. I love the passion from both of you on this.
Yeah, no, we were excited about this. No, we were excited. Me and my friends, we don't do things halfway. We commit to Coke Zero and BYO snacks and that kind of thing. We take food and drink very seriously, me and my friends.
You should.
As we should, because that's what it's all about.
Well, and who goes and half-asses an event? You can't do that. You got to go in there if you're going to do trivia and bring something, and then
commit.
Yeah, you have to commit. I love it. That's great. Okay, why don't we do this? I got to take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll talk a little bit more with Sydney, and we'll have some more fun in the studios. I am still waking up today because water just ain't doing it.
You need that energy drink. You need that Coke Zero.
I need a Coke Zero. We'll be back.
Oh no, another bad headache?
Yeah.
Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
Get paid to go solar.
We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
There was a whole lot happening in the studio. I ripped half of my damn head off with these headphones. I'm trying to find out where my water is. I got 2 empty water bottles.
Oh, that's not good. Not ideal. You know, it's one of those days.
It really is. It is a Wednesday, man.
You know?
Good song, though.
Good song.
It was a good song.
You've got some good music going on these days.
Thank you very much. At least I got something going for me.
So, you got lots of good things going
I don't got
you,
Coke Zero, though.
No, and I'm going to bring you one of these days, and it'll be good.
Thank you.
You'll see what I mean.
So you stayed until the end of it.
We committed again.
Yeah, again,
we
committed.
We stayed till the very end, and then we played pool for a little bit in the VFW.
Shoot pool?
Not well. No, no. I actually mostly watched. I'll be honest with you. But no, I am not a good pool shark. But it's fun to play, even though I don't really know what I'm doing.
See, I'm always the guy that acts like he's the hustler in pool. You know, like I go up and like, oh, I'm good. You know, and then that way, when the guy beats me or girl beats, whoever plays me beats me, they think the next time it's going to be the same result. So then they get really hustled out of it from the real guy, you know?
You're setting up a hustler.
I am.
Yeah,
I'm never going to meet him. I'm never going to meet him. But hey, you know what? It's the people like me that put those folks in business, you know?
Absolutely. And so they should all thank you for that because you contribute.
There you go. Did you gamble at VFW?
I did not gamble. No, I'm not really a gambler. I'll be honest with you. I just don't really.
You could have taken that $20 and stuck it right there in the machine, played Heidi, and let the beer house flow, you know?
I guess I should. I should give it a shot.
You got to.
People have fun with it, but I just am not that good of a gambler. It's not fun for me.
Oh, I'm not a good gambler either. I don't even think it's fun for me.
It just is.
You know, it's only fun when you win, but when you're on a losing streak of hell, you know, you just kind of... And it's been one. You know, it's been like a year. It's been like a year. It's been a year since I have won. Since Vegas. Vegas when I lost my just a lot of money.
That's rough.
I'm being very polite on the show today, but ever since then, downhill.
Yeah, see, so things like that, I just cannot get behind the gambling just because it makes me nervous. Because I also know myself. I've told you this before. I know myself. I know that if I start winning at all, then I'm going to be like, this is my new hobby. So that's
what happened to me.
Yeah, so I don't need
and then I stopped winning.
I do not need that hobby, so I'm holding back.
That's what they don't tell you. It's not the gambling's not expensive. Okay, hear me out. It's the losing that's expensive.
That's a good
because
point.
You can gamble with $20 and win $1,000, and you got a good bank going. It does happen.
That's true.
Not very often, but it does happen.
That's great. I would love that. That sounds really fun.
It's just the losing that makes you lose the money. You know.
That's a loophole there. You got me there.
That's exactly how I look at gambling.
There you go. But no, so the VFW, shout out also to the VFW because they had a lot of fun things going on and they hosted this event, which was cool, but also it was just cool to be there for a little bit.
They have the largest dance floor in the 618.
Yeah, they did. I had no idea how big the VFW was. I'll be honest with you. It is huge. So shout out.
Well, and too, they are a sponsor of ours too at Riverbender. Always great to talk about the Post, and just next time we'll have to get like maybe a Riverbender kitty together for you and your friends to go gamble for the first time.
There we go.
We'll send like a team bonding, but we won't go. It'll just be for your blog.
Just me.
Yeah, just go.
That'll be fun, and I'll wear a Riverbender shirt.
That's
and
right.
That'll be good. Yeah, it'll support the team.
That's what we'll do. So pool though, they have a nice pool table.
They do. It was really nice. Yeah, and everyone was really nice too. They helped us set up, so it was cool. So it was fun to play.
Well, I mean, it's a great night. You had Centerstone making a lot of money, and really for their great programs, and honestly, just cool to see all those people out there for them.
Very cool. And then the lights turned back on after the Go Bingo, and so we had a lot of fun doing the game and stuff. And the lights turned back on, and on the table, and I didn't realize this until after the games, but there was a card there with like the 988 crisis number and information about Centerstone services, and it just kind of like nailed home the point of the evening, which is just all about these truly life-saving services that Centerstone offers, and improving quality of life for a lot of folks in our community. And it's like, wow, this is a really cool reason to come out and enjoy a fun night and just do something for a great organization that does a lot for our community. So yeah,
you're right, and honestly, it's great for them to learn about, because I think sometimes people only think of Centerstone as the substance use and mental health, but I mean, on the other side of that, some of the family services and some of the really other great stuff that we're talking about right now, it's really good for them to be out there doing that.
Well, for sure, and let's not undermine the substance use and mental health stuff because that is truly incredible and so important. We need more access to mental health care in this community, in this country. So it's great to see that happening right here in Alton, truly.
Yeah, and Centerstone's done a great job of that, and their marketing campaigns are really strong with getting the word out, and because it's not a matter of if you need it, it's just a matter of when, because it might not be for you, but it could be for your loved one, and you don't want to spend weeks trying to find out services when you can just learn about them and understand they're here for you.
Very true. Yeah, it's just one of those facts that we'll all need services like that for somebody in our lives at some point. So it's great to see the fact that we have that right here. Yeah, it was a great night. In conclusion, it was a great night.
That's I had a great night on Saturday.
Yeah, it sounds like you did.
Let's dive into this one real quick.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I just went out and I'm telling you what, Sydney, I did a number. I did a freaking number. I don't drink doubles very often, and and drink very much like that in general. But on top of the great product at Village Dispensary, it did not make for a good night. Actually, I take that back. Yeah. It was very fun while it was happening.
Good.
The next day was not good.
So I want to shout out you for a moment, because the fact that you can combine doubles and the product at Village Dispensary, incredible. Because that would put me on the floor.
That is not good.
I would be on the floor, Caesar. So I'm impressed that you can do that and function to begin with. But it sounds like it was a very
good time, and it was. So anyway, you had a little bit more safer fun than I had.
Coke Zero
and not Rumplements.
No, it was pretty low key, but no, it sounds like you had fun. So and shout out to it's great to go out and do something like that every now and then too.
It is just once in a while.
Yeah, right. Once in a while,
and not again on a Tuesday night.
See, and shout out again for being able to handle that, because that's another thing that put me on the floor. I can't.
Man, oh man. So what you are going to write about the blacksmithing? Is this the next blog?
So the blog after this, because I have a couple of exciting things coming up. I went to Exo Spa Lounge recently,
we talked about that,
which was really cool. So I'm going to write about that experience too. But so next week, stay tuned. But
they're coming on the show tomorrow again.
Yeah, so that's exciting.
And I finally fixed their commercial, because for like months I'm looking at this thing and I'm like, it's my fault. I did it wrong. And I'm like, man, why does this kind of look like it's blurry? And it's because I had it in the wrong size. I mean, I had it. Yeah, so I fixed it.
That's good.
I'm ready.
No, it's good to go. It's good to go. No, that's exciting. Exo, I mean, I had never been to Exo before, but it was so cool. And I'll talk about that more in the next blog or whatever, but it was really incredible. So I look forward to listening to them on your show as well.
I am very excited to hear about your blacksmithing class.
I am excited to tell you
Did you make something at least? Can you tease us?
No
way! That's great!
I did.
Oh, yeah.
So it was very cool. So I'll have to tell you all about it soon.
Awesome. With that being said, we'll take a quick break. Sydney, thanks for stopping by and helping me get through this morning.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible, covering auto, home, business, and life insurance. Our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
That's why they call me bad company, and I can't deny. Bad company till the day I die. Till the day I die.
9:39. Welcome back to Our Daily Show on this Wednesday morning. Representatives from St. Louis planning firm PGAV Planners gave a presentation at Tuesday's Godfrey Village Board meeting on updating the village's comprehensive plan. Here's what we know. That comprehensive plan will serve as a roadmap for the community's future growth, ensuring growth in areas of housing, economic development, and more in a strategic way over the next decade. President of PGAV, Andy Strokoff, had this to say: comprehensive plans are important for every community. What works and what doesn't for each community, guiding what to change and what to keep the same. Godfrey's last comprehensive plan was completed in 2021 by the village's own Comprehensive Plan Steering Committee. PGAV previously considered to develop an updated plan before a tie-breaking vote stopped their selection for the project. PGAV and Moran are now both being reconsidered to lead the village's comprehensive planning efforts, resulting in that presentation on Tuesday night. Municipal planner Kirsten Harden with PGAV estimated the process would take about 12 months and consist of 3 phases: existing conditions, future land use, and, quote, key results, end quote, when PGAV's research findings are revealed and the plan is adopted. Village officials, residents, and other stakeholders will have the opportunity to provide input and feedback throughout the process, from the first phase to the last. During the first phase, extensive research and data collection will be used in combination with community engagement to not only see how Godfrey has changed over the years, but also the challenges the village faces today. Members of PGAV will start this phase by walking and driving tours of Godfrey led by village staff to examine current conditions and find sites of potential development opportunities. The organization also plans to use some traditional methods of community engagement, such as surveys, pop-up events, and, quote, stakeholder meetings, end quote, to gather community input. Associate Director Adam Strout said the second phase regarding future land use will more closely examine where the village can and cannot develop. PGAV will create a land use map based on these findings, which will help guide the village's future development and zoning plans. He also noted this phase is when the village gets to be, quote, creative as far as what they'd like to see developed in suitable areas. During the final phase, PGAV will share key results from the research, data, and community input they've accumulated throughout the comprehensive planning process. And after one last opportunity from feedback from the village officials and residents, the comprehensive plan will go before the village board for consideration and approval. In addition to the updated plan, PGAV has also offered to perform a zoning ordinance review for the village. Given the similarity of work involved, especially during the first and second phases of the comprehensive planning process, PGAV reps suggested both services could be completed at the same time within the span of 18 months. PGAV was unable to provide an exact price point for these services without first conducting an audit to see how much of an update the village would need. A full recording of the PGAV presentation on the April 15th meeting is available at RiverBender.com /video, and you can see that as well as other municipalities as well. We just added Bethalto Village meetings, and those are again on the video section at Riverbender. While we have you too, I wanted to fill you in on one final, just an update from this conversation we had with the Lewis and Clark State Historic Site. And just to save the date for you, the 221st anniversary of the start of the Lewis and Clark expedition with the annual point of departure commemoration will be May 10th and 11th. Visitors can interact with military demonstrators, historic artisans, and hands-on displays at this free event, which takes place 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. both days. Artisans will exhibit historic skills, including candle making, leatherworking, tanning, gunsmithing, spinning, woodworking, and more. The event offers an opportunity for visitors to experience how things were made in the past and what life in the Illinois country was like. Frontier medicine of the early 19th century will be explored, and display of medical instruments along with common treatments will also be on display as well. Military reenactors will portray soldiers of the expedition, interpreting the White Parag replica of the expedition's boat. The reenactors will reveal the grueling task of navigating the Missouri River, and the War of 1812 2nd Regiment Artillery will discuss the war in which many Lewis and Clark expedition members served while demonstrating black powder musket and firing artillery. Historian Jeffrey Edison, a museum director with St. Louis County Parks, will share York's role in the expedition as an enslaved servant to Captain William Clark. The often overlooked member of the journey played on an important role in its success. Other site staff and volunteers will discuss the washerwoman at Camp River de Wa. As a camp follower, the unnamed woman supported the soldiers of the camp and helped to provide for herself and her family. And also a special visitor to the festivities will be a reenactor of Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States. Jefferson completed the Louisiana Purchase and is considered to be the architect of the transcontinental mission. Reenactor Kurt Smith, who's joined us on the show before, of Colonial Williamsburg, has studied thousands of entries, letters, and documents and uses his extensive knowledge to bring the president to life. Smith will share highlights of Jefferson's life with visitors during programs at the Interpretive Center Theater. He will interact with the audience and be available to meet and talk throughout the day as well. It's a great opportunity to ask a past president about his life and times. Jefferson's special visit is sponsored by the Lewis and Clark Society of America in celebration. Point of Departure weekend sponsors also include Phillips 66, Lewis and Clark Society of America as a whole, the Village of Hartford, and the Illinois Department of Natural Resources. This event will also be right there at the State Historic Site at 1 Lewis and Clark Trail in Hartford, right over there in Madison County. So if you guys need that, save the date. That's May the 10th and 11th. We had all of the participants truly that are a part of that weekend just really on the show a couple of weeks ago, and just to get their insights and learning how just this is all coming together is really just going to be a huge thing. But departure event, it's a great one, May the 10th and 11th, 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. with reenactors, artisans, demonstrations, and more. I highly encourage you, if you haven't gone yet, this is a great one to take the little ones out to and have just a great family weekend. We'll take a quick break, 9:46, a little bit of change on this Wednesday morning. And while I have you, let me fill you in on Village Dispensary. You know, this weekend they're having a big old celebration. 1 year in Godfrey, and they aren't looking back. They got a lot more years to come. Village Dispensary is really about being in the community, and this weekend you're going to see that on display all the time. From starting at noon on Saturday, you can be a part of that 1 year anniversary celebration with giveaways. They're going to have vendors and so much more. I'll be live there on Saturday as we bring you the sights and sounds of it, and I cannot wait to be out there and celebrating Village Dispensary. But you don't have to just wait until Saturday. You can place your order today by going to villagedispo.com. That's villagedispo.com. And go ahead and place your order. Walk on in, pick it up, and you'll be out faster than you can say up in smoke. That's not at villagedispo.com. 9:47, a little bit of change. We'll come back with more Daily Show next after this one.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
And this is what she said. Oh, there ain't no rest for the wicked. Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay, I got mouths to feed. There ain't nothing in this world for free. I know I can't slow down, I can't hold back, though you know I wish I could. I know there ain't no rest for the wicked until we close our eyes for good. Not even 50.
Welcome back, Daily Show. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit of work done here. We have some great conversations coming down the pipeline next week, and I'm really excited for them, man. It's great to see, just all the, honestly, the cool things happening in the community and really getting just some great insights with it. We're going to be talking to Mayor David Goins on Wednesday at 10:10, and we will also have Public Works Director Mike Parsons in to talk about some infrastructure and understand the process and challenges and address some of the infrastructure related topics. So that's going to be a really nice conversation for us, and we're going to have that one 10:10 on the 23rd, which is next Wednesday. Hey, yesterday I had a really great conversation with Fathead Barbecue Sauce, and I'm telling you, they really know what they're doing. They're putting the work in, and it was really great to have Terry on the show. And Linda wanted to go back to this because coming up next week, you have a chance to really help support a local business right when, I mean, this could be a big deal. They're going to be in 15 Schnucks throughout the Metro East, and they're going to be on this kind of initial, phase of 30 days being out there on the shelves and seeing if Fathead does well at Schnucks stores. So if you have a chance, whenever you stop by either the store next week, if you go to Schnucks, stop and grab a jar of that barbecue sauce and keep them really looking good here. But, with that being said, I want to replay a little bit of that conversation because we have some time until Lacy joins us. But a great one. If you missed it yesterday, here it is now. Welcome back to our daily show. 10:04, top of the hour hitting you. Fathead Barbecue coming soon to Schnucks. Terry and Linda Payton are in the studio. Terry, it's been a couple of months. How's life treating you?
Yeah, it's been good. It's been busy. Just always something good going on.
I'd say so. I'd say so. This is a big deal. I mean, and to really have your blueprint, your brand in a major retail store coming soon. And what date is that on?
April 23rd is when we'll start in the Schnucks.
Man, that's quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. What, next week?
Next week, yeah.
So how have you guys been prepping for this, and what kind of led up to that?
First, I'd like to say thanks to Schnucks, Adrian Moore from Schnucks.
Yep.
She's been putting a lot of work into it. We started way back in July of last year, where we was having meetings every month. Once a month, we was going over to like corporate office warehouse, learning of the back. Learning the things that Schnucks does behind the scenes.
Right.
So that was a big help. So I had to bring a lot of that into the business aspect of what we do daily. So it's been joy, but it's been a lot of stuff that you have to get done.
Well, and honestly, I couldn't even imagine some of the different nuances when it comes to retail, especially when it's something that large, and
Yeah.
because, people do local shops and that's great because you got to get the word out.
Yeah.
But once you're there and you see how the machine operates,
Right.
that's got to be something wild.
That was a great part of it to me, regardless if how the 30 days trial go. I took a lot in from the diverse program that they have over at Schnucks.
How's the distribution work for this going forward? Once you start this trial period?
Well, right now I'm gonna use Fox Creek.
Okay.
Dan and over at Fox Creek in Missouri to do it for me, I can just make sure it's getting there and make sure it's on time. You know, with me trying to do it and have other people help do it, it's like you just want it to be perfect.
Right.
So I just let them deal with it for now, and then I'll figure out what I want to do if Schnucks keeps us on afterwards.
So, when you're in that year period, and I'm sure it's got to feel like, an eternity sometimes because you're like, man, we're almost there. How did that kind of conversation evolve? When did you realize, okay, we're going to be here? Was it not until recently, or was it kind of halfway through?
I think it's still haven't totally kicked in, even though it was a long journey and hard work and consistency of just going and making it happen. But it won't kick in until probably next week.
I think that with starting out, when it was in the beginning, it was very slow and it was just doing little small things at a time. And now it's like, with him just applying for the diversity program with Schnucks, that eventually it led up to this, to where now it's being made in a co-packing plant. So we reach out to them, we get it made. We have to order so many cases at a time, and then you have to stock that up, then be prepared for all your events for now the Schnucks trial period, So
and all the mom and pop stores that we still got.
Yeah, and we're in a bunch of locations in the area, all the way up to Peoria, Springfield. So we're just trying to expand out more and more as we go too.
Well, what are some of the mindsets you have to have doing this? Because this is no small feat when we're talking, distribute. Because we distribute the Buzz magazine. magazine, but that's a magazine that we drop off. I mean, this is packing, producing. It's also, doing it in a way that's regulated too, and that's a lot of work.
Yeah, people don't really see the behind the scenes things. It's a constant every day. Like if it's not, luckily with the co-packing now, like that part's kind of
that made it freed up a lot of more time.
And then, but he's constantly calling stores, reaching out to new stores. We're promoting to my clients at the salon, like hit people at the store and just trying to expand and make posts.
I made a lot of different connections too.
That's a big part.
Through the whole journey of the Snooks program. I met a lot of great people with Snooks itself that I can use those people afterwards. You know what I mean? It's more to it than just the Snooks thing. They want you there, but they want you to take the knowledge that you get and expand to bigger stores, Walmart or whatever.
Wow. Well, that's really a great notion, too, from Schnucks' part to say, hey, we're here to not only keep you, but also elevate you, too.
Yeah.
Yes,
they want us to venture out and do other things. They don't want to trap us just with them. They want us to go as far as we can.
So whenever this hits the stores, it's going to be in the original label, correct?
Yes, sir.
And then you got the new packaging coming. We got the lower third up here, but I got to take that down for a second. Look.
You can look though.
We got to... Do you have it on your website?
Not on the website yet. We do have it on our Facebook page. It's Fathead on Facebook.
Oh, here. Leave that up, and I'm going to pull up your Facebook page to give them a better look. But it's just, that's the new labeling. How'd you guys come up with that concept?
We've been kind of going back and forth. Ohio,
It's been a while. We've been dealing with that off and on.
As much as we love the old labels, we just needed to kind of elevate a little bit, especially going into bigger retailers and trying to grow. And between us two and ideas, and our shout out to Serena, who's been working on the labels for us. She kind of came with some ideas too, and I think they turned out really good. Also, the Schnucks, the guy from Schnucks, he helped you, gave some pointers to make the label show really what the flavor is, like the pickle garlic and the jalapeno garlic. Me and Serena, after she had got some made, we brought a bag into Schnucks with our sauces. So then we put them on the shelf one day and we're like, okay, do they stand out? Will they make it? As we're walking back out, I'm like, we're not going to get stopped, right?
Well, here's some of them on it's just Fathead on Facebook. But man, I like it. I mean, that looks really good.
Yes.
Well, and see, what I like too is I like the bottle, because I'm not trying to talk smack, but whenever you get some of that Uncle Ray's or Sweet Baby Ray's or whatever, that just makes me angry. Really just every time I see one of them, I just shake,
Yeah.
But I really like the presentation of it. It looks clean and modern. And also that's how it tastes, because I remember the last time, you don't forget it,
Yeah, definitely.
And I like the glass, because to me, it's just something about a glass, and it's just fresher.
Well, and it makes it, it honestly kind of makes it more of an experience, too. It's not just like you're slapping barbecue sauce on a reheated, whatever you made the night before. You're actually cooking with this. Well, and, have you had any new additions to your lineup?
We don't have any new additions yet. We are in the process of working on Shore Killer, which is going to be like a 4 or 5 pepper sauce. So it's going to be a hot one.
That sounds good. Let me know when that's out.
It is funny because people, it's hard to, we did put now on the labels, there's little flames to kind of help people know what the level is for spice. Again, it's hard to tell people that when some people's tolerance is different, right?
Right.
And all of our flavors do have a little bit of kick, but with the different, when we do events, we like to tell people pickle garlic, you get that little hint of dill. It's super good on burgers, pulled pork. If you do smoked whiskey, delicious on pork steaks, ribs, So all of them have a little different aspect to cook a little differently.
Well, and that's why, I really am. I'm not trying to, patronize you, but you really do have a lineup that really is meant for anything you need, because, whether it's a crock pot thing or anything, even
a salad or whatever it is, it don't have to be the traditional barbecue.
Right.
Definitely.
It fits everything. And that's really cool. Do you guys have a moment to stick around? We'll pay a quick bill and then we'll come back and talk a little bit more.
Yeah, totally.
Perfect. 10, 12, a little bit of change. Hey, while I have you, let me fill you in on my friends at OSF Healthcare, you know, they're really bringing you comprehensive care that's truly tailored for you. You know, they have all these new innovations in the 618. Remember when you used to drive like DePaul and like an hour and a half away and dodge the 270 war zone? You don't have to do that anymore because OSF's bringing it right to your own backyard. Plus, with their new prompt care service on Godfrey Road, they'll have you in and out and taking care of you every step of the way. Told you how they took care of Grandma and made sure she was just treated like their own, and they'll do that for you too. OSFhealthcare.com, and don't forget to tell them you know who sent you over their way.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh, made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Welcome back. 10/16, little bit of change on tax day. Man, I got hosed. I just got smoked by the government. That's okay, though.
Yeah, I don't even look for anything.
Yeah, that's just how much, you know?
Right.
Just how much. We're back with Fathead. Hey, coming up soon, they'll be in Schnucks. And this is not just like a Schnuck. You guys are going to be in, what, 15 different Schnucks?
Yep, 15 local Schnucks.
Plus the corporate office. So they want to be able to get them guys at the main corporate office. So they got like a little section set up in the lunchroom. So they'll still have our sauce there, a bunch of different other vendor stuff there set up.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. So what day does this start again, just so we can get in line?
So it starts on April 23rd. It'll run through May 20th. It will be, again, in 15 local Schnucks. Do you want me to run down the line?
Oh, please do. Okay. Yeah, get them out
there.
So
we'll be on Dorset in Maryland Heights. We'll be on Illinois Street in Swansea. We'll be at the one in Arnold, Missouri, Arsenal in St. Louis, Big Bend in Baldwin, Capitol Drive in St. Charles, Ladue, St. Louis, St. Charles Rock Road, Bridgeton, Newhalls Ferry in Florissant, Manchester Road in St. Louis, Troy Road in Edwardsville. Make sure you guys hit that one up. Hampton Village Plaza in St. Louis, Godfrey.
You better go to that one, too, because that's where I live.
Clayton Road in St. Louis and in Granite City as well. So everybody for sure in Metro East, please stop by, grab a bottle or all five, support.
Why
we
not?
really appreciate it.
Well, see, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, Father's Day's coming up. You know, why don't you just get all five of them, call it a, sampler platter.
There you go, Dad.
You're good to go,
Definitely. Definitely.
I always tell people that's the best man gift you can ever give a man.
Can't. Ever. I mean, what the hell are you doing,
Barbecue sauce and fishing stuff.
That's right. You're right.
You can't go wrong with that.
Yep, and then you just throw in a little gummy for CJ, and that's really
Perfect.
But, what's this feeling like for you two now? I mean, I know, Terry, you said it doesn't feel real yet, but I mean, are you at the point now where it's like, it's exciting like this? Because there's a lot of possibilities with this. This is cool.
Yeah.
It's been exciting, but it's just so much that I have to do, so I didn't want to get overexcited, you know what I mean, because I wanted to just stay focused on what I had to get done dealing with Snooks and stuff like that.
Well, you have to, and that's really the focus you have to have. Yeah. And Linda, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I think it's exciting too, like all the steps that I've taken. I'm the nervous one. I'm the one who's always like, I don't know, this is a lot of work. We got to put a lot of money into this. And I'm like, what if it doesn't pay off? But then as things progress and good things happen, it really you do feel excited and more rewarded.
I always tell her, just trust me.
He's like, just give me some time. I'm like, I don't know. And it's only when we're at home. That's what all the other times I'm like, everything's fine. And then at home I'm like,
But See, and that's what I think's so cool about this, though, because you guys truly are it's a small business that's just growing, and to see the kind of early stages of something that's really promising is awesome.
Yeah.
If you can, let's say 30 days goes great, everyone's loving Fathead, life's looking good. What's the next step for you after that? Or is it just staying where we're at to see where we can reevaluate or add more flavors?
Well, if they give us the 30 days, I think they do another reset in August. Mm-hmm. So then we'll have until from the end of the 30 days until August to stock up and get more. If they bring in, we'll know by the end of that period. The next day we'll know that if we got pushed on or however. So we're just gonna keep pushing and try to get it to so many. I mean, everybody. I want everybody to hear about it. I want Right. So we've been doing a lot of marketing. Snooks is doing a lot of marketing for us. But now it's all about the customers and the people going in and get it.
So yeah, and then kind of like we talked about, just really we're just trying to reach out. Anybody listening, if anybody knows any small businesses that would like to supply the sauce, we can sell it wholesale to you, to have it retailed. We're definitely looking for anybody that wants to do collabs.
Hold on, this is where I come in. Sorry. Get rid of the damn Sweet Baby Ray's in your restaurant. That's got to go. All of it's got to go.
Sweet Baby Ray.
I'm not even trying to be mean no more. It's just facts of life. Use Fathead and your life's so much easier.
It's time for a change.
Thank you. It's time just to get real. I don't even know if it's time. Just get with the program here. The other day, you can always tell, too. Yeah. You can always tell. They could lie to you all you want. Right. You can tell.
Yeah, you can tell.
Come on. Now, so if you're a bar out there that has, burgers or anything like that, or even if you're a bigger restaurant or a barbecue place, because you guys partnered up and collaborated with somebody else already, didn't you?
Nubby's Barbecue on Telegraph.
Yep.
And they're supplying it and serving it too?
They got it on like 4 menu items. Wow. Then they got it set up where you can buy the bottles in there. Todd and Tina at Nubby's on Telegraph.
Yeah. They have all the flavors on the table. So when they have delicious barbecue there, smoked turkey, pulled pork, anything you can think. They also do pizzas, but you can use the sauce on the table, drizzle it on whatever, dip it however you'd like to use it. They've been really good and supportive since day one.
Us since day one. Since we was back when we was making it ourselves. Yeah. We've been dealing with Todd for a long time, and he came on and he's like, getting him a place, and he was like, I'd like to try to bring your barbecue sauce on, and it's been, 2 years, Todd?
Probably been open? So. It's funny when we've gone and delivered too, because we do sell gallons, to businesses that want to use the sauce, and we will sit there and eat, and then the last time we were there, as we're eating, 2 people came up hey man, really like your sauce. And I'm like, how do they even know it's you? He's waving, no. But it's a cool feeling to know, when people are supporting and do really like and appreciate what, you're making and trying to create.
Fathead on the stick.
Yep.
Fathead on the stick.
Shout out Fast Eddie's.
We're going to get that done.
I keep writing you on Facebook.
We can do it. Why not?
Fathead chick on a stick.
That's right.
Delicious.
Pickle, jalapeno.
We're good to go. And what's the best way to reach out, though, if there is a business owner out there watching today and going, man, that would be kind of cool to look into?
You can reach out on the website. That will have his email listed and the phone number. You can
reach out through Messenger
on Facebook. Contact us anyway. We will pay attention. But
they do a lot of good work. They'll be working all the time. They'll just get back to you.
Yes, definitely.
So you have a tasting event coming up, don't you?
Yes. So that one we have. There's 5 over the weekend of May 3rd and 4th, but the one big one we really want to promote is the one happening in Edwardsville, where it's from 10 to 11:30 at Schnucks. You can stop in if you haven't tried the sauces, sample them, try them out.
Wow.
Come see Terry's cute face.
If you try it, you'll buy it.
That's right. You 100%.
It's funny because I'll wait until the people after they tried it, and then they'll be like, "Oh man, that's good." And then they'll be like, "If you try it, and then I look at me, I'm like, "Yeah, I got you. I ain't want you to read I don't let them read the bottle beforehand." But then as soon as they try it, it's over with. Man, it's been a blessing. It's been a long road. We still got so far to go.
Just getting started.
But it's been a lot of great support, like she said. It's been
100%.
Yeah.
Well, and honestly, you got to put the work in too. I mean, it's not a one-sided street there. So it's really cool though to hear that. Because distribution's no easy feat. I mean, and to hear how it's going, this is like really incredible.
Yeah, definitely.
What time is that tasting event on at Chinook's on Saturday?
That one's from 10 to 11:30. So that'll be on May 3rd or May 4th, Sunday, May 4th.
What, 5 stores?
There's 5 tastings through the weekend. 3 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday.
Are they all at Chinook's locations?
Yep, all at Chinook's throughout the area.
Do you have any ones are you going to the Godfrey Chinook's?
But he is. I think he is able to
I'm
set more
allowed
up.
to go once.
We'll be
once
sending
they,
them every day.
Once they set it up and do their thing, and then I can go back throughout them 30 days and be like, hey, I would like to come in and do this. You know what I mean? And they'll let me set up and do that.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Also, too, if we're in the area, the Alton Farmers Market's getting ready to reopen. We did that last year, and we are going to be back there this year. We have a lady that's helping us out, and she's going to be bringing the bottles to Alton every weekend.
Wow.
So that will help because also a lot of weekends he'll go to an event. We also have the sauce shop in Bethalto.
How's that going? I was going to ask you about that before.
It's been going good. It's been staying steady. You know how we made it through the first year. That was a blessing.
That's always the toughest one.
And then now we're in the mix of getting the trailers done. I just have to go through the health department and let them check it. You know what I mean? I got my water, electric, all that stuff in there. So once we bring that whole picture together and we got the food cooking and we got the sauce shop, it is just going to be a triangle that's going to all work together. You know what I mean? So that's the mission of the food trader is to bring all that together.
Man, this is awesome. This is just really...
It's a lot of things, but it all works.
What else do we need to promote today while you're on?
So the other things, if we want, we can just shout out some of the stores that we are in.
Oh yeah, please do.
Let's see. We are all the way up to Springfield and Peoria. So in Springfield, we're at Humphreys, Margot's, and Country Market. In Peoria, we're at Alwyn's. In the area, Granite, we're in Chunko's. Kelly's Meat Market in Troy. We're in, again, Nubby's on Telegraph.
1818.
Wilton Cattle in Grafton. 1818 in Edwardsville, their butcher market. New White Barn in New Baden. Fritz's Meats in Jerseyville, Godfrey Meat Market in Godfrey, Jan's Naturals in Maryville. So again, we're kind of all over the area. If you want to come into the shop, you can definitely sample all the sauces at the sauce shop in Bethalto. We have those out regularly.
What's the physical address?
113A. I always get confused between my salon address and that one.
The last show we did, I had to be the one to remember the address. I'm like,
don't forget it. 113A East Bethalto Drive in Bethalto.
Really cool.
Yeah, right off 140.
We'll link everything in a write-up on RiverBender.com, and we'll make sure that you guys are out there. What day does it start again?
April 23rd, next week. Get out to your local Schnucks, stock up.
And actually enjoy real barbecue sauce. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of that Sweet Baby Ray's. And if you're a restaurant out there, call Fathead, collaborate with them today.
Let us collab.
And have some fun with it. Yeah, and you were talking, I'm excited when you come up with the McNugget cups or whatever you call them. You know? We'll take a quick break. It's 10:27, a little bit of change. More Daily Show as we learn more about the 6th annual Easter ham giveaway happening this weekend in Alton.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh-made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Have a rash, pink eye, or urinary tract infection and need care now? OSF On-Call Urgent Care is here to treat you. Start a virtual visit 24/7, whenever and wherever you need it. It's just that easy. OSFOnCall.org/virtual visit.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Maybe once, maybe twice.
I think it does. I should just wear headphones all the time. Welcome back to Our Daily Show. It's 10:17. Lacey's in the studio 100 years ago. Not 100 weeks.
Not 100 weeks. I could do that too. Well, probably.
That wouldn't even be 2 years.
Yeah. I don't think anyone really wants to see that.
No, I think we just all want to forget anything that's happened recently. I think we're all just as a community just moving forward.
Yeah.
You know.
Don't look in the rear view.
No. But we aren't too far off. Sometimes we get down on ourselves, but just realize something. Folks had to learn how to play.
Yes.
That's where I'm leaving it.
Yes.
That's where I'm leaving. I feel a lot better.
CJ, this is one of those where I was like, two things. I was like, this is going to be a fun article.
It is.
So there was this play institute that they had in Alton 100 years ago. But so I don't want to say wrong, but I was not all the way right about two things. Okay. Number one, I thought it was going to be fun. And
sorry, that's pretty funny.
And number two, I was sort of like judgy about it. I was like, oh, they had to learn how to play. Like everyone knows how to do that. And then the more I got into it, okay, so the part about it being fun, a lot of it was about racism instead of about being just like fun.
Oh.
Which it's 1925.
Yeah.
I should have known.
Yeah.
But and then the other part about me being judgy, I started reading. There's a link to it. I don't know if the link goes through, so I'll ask Sydney to change that. But there's a link to the Playground magazine, which is what the Playground and Recreation Association of America put out as a publication. And I started reading these articles in it, and it was fascinating. And there was so much behind it because we were just starting to have like playgrounds and stuff. I mean, the Parks Department had just happened the year before. There was this push to make spaces for recreation in cities and like have a lot of like labor and union stuff went around it, like having vacations, having time off, like being able to have downtime and be creative and connect with your community in addition to just like being in a factory. So there was a whole bunch of social stuff going on. There was a whole bunch of like very deliberate, it kind of went almost hand in hand with what we were talking about with the Isaac Walton League, like appreciating nature. So when I started like doing the actual research, I was really impressed with what they were doing. So yeah, at first you look at it and you're like, oh, they had to learn how to play.
That's what I did.
Yeah. But then the more I went into it, the more I was like, okay, this is very deliberate. They're doing studies. They're looking at what effects having a playground has on the health of children. I mean, all this really cool like philosophical and social stuff was going on at the same time. So if you have a chance to go into some of the playground articles, and they've been digitized, they're available on archive.org, you get to see like what they're actually working on. Wow. And so, yeah, it was actually really cool.
That actually is really unique.
Yeah.
So, Okay, but still, we had to teach kids how to play.
First, I had to teach adults how to play.
Oh, okay. So the adults had to play first.
The adults had to play
Okay.
first. Yeah. So the first session was adults. They just, and I guess they just invited people, whoever wanted to come, and so they were learning like board games. They were learning playground games. The guy that was doing the Play Institute, his name was John A. Martin, and I looked him up not just in the Telegraph, but like in newspapers across the country, and found some from Florida, from other places where he was invited in to do this.
Wow.
And he specialized in educational games. So he wrote a book, and I found a review for it. It was called Educational Games for Elementary and Junior High Schools. And the only place it's available is the New York Public Library. So I couldn't actually get it or read it, but there's a description of it in my article.
You couldn't get it in the New York, like, is it only a physical?
If I went to
Oh,
the
they don't
Public
have it
Library,
online.
They haven't digitized it. Maybe they will now. Maybe this will be.
What are you
the
doing
push.
up there? What are you doing up there?
But I mean, if I really wanted to, maybe I could get it through Interlibrary
Right.
alone. So I did not have immediate access to it.
That's fair. That's fair.
But yeah, so he was also working with the public schools. He was working with Western Military Academy, the orphanage, Saints Peter and Paul, and St. Patrick's schools to do the educational learning games too.
So how did this kind of break down? So they learn games for the playground as well as parlor games. So are they going to the bar afterwards too, or what was that about?
Parlor is more like, like your sitting room in your house.
Okay. I was like,
not like gambling.
I was like, are you going to a parlor after that?
I mean, I don't think so.
Well, it
It
was
said
Alton.
parlor. It was Alton.
Stunts as well.
That was at the end of the night. The end of every. No, I'm just joking. Just joking. But like they do all the like up and up games, and then at the end they're like, everybody's staying for poker, right?
Oh, okay.
Joke.
What are stunts?
I don't quite know.
Like
what
that's.
stunts
I mean,
are.
that just doesn't sound safe.
I think that's more like hula hoops and stuff.
Oh, okay. Like they
I
aren't doing
assumed-
backflips off the. I mean, I'm sure they did.
No, they were doing stuff like that at Turner Hall. So
well,
maybe.
man, they were a lot tougher back then.
Yeah, I don't quite know what stunts are. I included that because they specifically mentioned stunts.
I'm interested to know about what stunts were.
I wish I had minutes from these meetings. but yeah, so it was the year after the Parks Department officially like created a playground commission. So they were just trying to figure out like, what does this mean? What are we going to do with this? So a lot of the people that were there were then like playground leaders, because in these days they would have people at the playgrounds in the summer to lead games, to provide crafts, even provide the supplies for crafts.
Wow.
And
yeah, we don't have that.
No.
I don't think anyone has that.
I mean, there was also, it was filling the void of like, we now have.
But that would still be a good idea today to have like somebody at like Gordon Moore, somebody you could just, here's some game. I mean, I'm sure you could if you call the right, the number, but I don't know if an actual position would be fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they
We
had
need to bring
every
that back.
summer for years and years and years and years.
We need to bring that back.
It would be very cool.
Right here on the show today. I think we could get that done. It's 10:20. I mean, that's a seasonal job.
Yeah.
So it's not like it's a full time.
We could do some more research to figure out what stunts are, and then
we can really train these leaders.
Yeah.
I'm in. I'm going to bring back the playground leader. I think that's a great idea. I really do. Let's fill them up. Fill up the parks with playground leaders, and that way everybody has some fun and they know what they're doing out there. Mm-hmm. Sound good? Okay. So the Play Institute was held on Monday, Tuesday, and Friday nights at 8 p.m. Man, that's a late start time. 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Wow. For 3 weeks.
Yeah. I guess that's when they had time.
Man, 78 people. 18 to 60 came to the first session and 125 attended the second. Wow.
Yeah, 78 people, ages 18 to 60. And I don't know if they I don't think they had a cutoff. Like, you got to be, 18, you had to be 18. But I just assumed that someone knew who the oldest person was and was like, they're 60. So we're going to mark that down.
Or that's what they told everyone their age was. They could have been 72.
That's true. And then, but it went well because 125 came the next time.
Well, that's what I mean, there's actually a need for it. You know, I mean, if you see, I mean, the people are actually interested about that. It's, you know, it's just wild though, because to me, it's like 100 years ago, you wouldn't think that playgrounds would have been the revolutionary thing.
Right. Well, and it was also about adults learning games. I mean, you couldn't just Google like the rules of cribbage or whatever, like you can now. I don't know the rules of cribbage, but like you didn't have the same sort of resources at your fingertips to figure out new games. You couldn't like look it up on YouTube. I don't know how
you just created your own. I mean, heck, and you know, I mean, 1925 ain't too far off from the 1800s. So their parents are probably used to games like, you know, shooting cans or stuff, you know, I would just assume. There's a big learning curve there. I don't know.
I don't know either. I don't know what they were doing before this.
I don't want to ask the question.
A lot of times there were social groups that had card games and stuff like that. So it was dual purpose. It was for adults to learn how to play with adults, and it was for adults to teach children how to play.
Wow.
And the educational aspect in schools as well.
So when did this one when was the first meeting of this?
Okay, well, and
March 20th.
This is where the racism part comes in. So March 20th was the first meeting, and then they're like, and also there's going to be a separate play institute for the Black residents of Alton, and that opened on March 30th. So not only was it, you know, I mean, separate but equal is never separate but equal, and that's not okay no matter what. But not only was it segregated, they also had fewer sessions for the Black Altonians. So they had the same end date, and they met 3 times a week to do the teaching for the Black community. But they started on March 30th instead of March 20th for that.
Yeah, it's really fascinating because, I mean, 100 years ago, it's just what we wouldn't kind of even think about today, right. You know, it's just very, very fascinating to say the least. And do you know the attendance of the?
Yeah, it was, oh, did I not put it in here? Yes, there were, I know it, but I apparently can't share it because I didn't put it in here.
No, it's all good. I just didn't know if you had it on the top of your head, because that would have been interesting to me to see how the attendance totals compared to.
Oh, I did put it. 149 people.
Oh, you just had to write it out.
I wrote it out for some. Oh, because it was at the beginning of the sentence.
Oh, that's okay. That's fair.
So
that's
it was
fair.
written out in words, which I was
fair.
Wasn't looking for words.
So, man, I mean,
looking for numbers.
But 149 people attended the first one.
Yeah, so that's more than attended the first one.
Well, that's what I was kind of asking.
Yeah.
My thought was, was it like, could anyone make the argument, well, attendance numbers, but you can if you already are beating the other group. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And also, the very last session only had 25 people. And so I don't know if that had anything to do with the quality, or if they were offered less, or if that was just a bad night. I have no idea.
Wow.
But the parks themselves, the playgrounds themselves were also segregated. And so the Play Institute happened in April, March and April. And then the parks, the playgrounds opened for the summer with like the playground attendance on June 15th, 1925. So for white children, there were, I think, 7 playgrounds. You could go to McKinley School, Irving School, Seminary Square, which was High School Park when the high school was there, Washington School, Horace Mann School, Clara Barton School, and Lowell School. And then Black children could only play at Douglas School or Salute Park.
Wow.
And that was it. So that was the Alton Board of Education collaborated with the Recreation Commission to provide the playground space. And like at that time, like Douglas School was one of the schools that Black children were allowed to go to. So they basically just kept the same segregation in the playgrounds that they had in the schools. Because at that time, the high school was integrated, but the elementary schools were segregated through the 1950s and then weren't fully integrated until the 70s.
So? Well, I mean, like, how can the high school, because that's just my obvious.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, how could the high school be integrated and the elementary schools not?
The quick answer is there weren't enough students to have a segregated high school. So there were things that Black students were not allowed to do.
Gotcha.
There. And it was, we need to have Shirley Portwood come on.
Yeah.
We talked about that before, but so the schools were integrated in 1873, I think, and then resegregated in 1897. Right. And then that was when the Alton school case happened. And it was like the state of Illinois said, you cannot do this in 1908, because it was a very long process. And then Alton was like, the Alton school district was like, okay, cool. We'll let these 2 kids that were in the court case go to their neighborhood school, which was one of the designated white schools, but no one else gets to. So then it wasn't until the 1950s when, and it was before Board of Education, but that's because there was a court case that I think Elijah Conley started with NAACP to try to integrate the schools. So we had, but he was like chased out of town. There were cross burnings. It was really bad.
Wow.
So then we had Brown versus Board of Education, 1954. Alton had kind of already started the process, but it took until the 1970s for the elementary schools and the junior highs to be fully integrated.
Really?
Yeah. And they did, it's a corridor system, and they did, I don't remember what year this started, but they integrated 1 grade at a time, starting, like the high school was already integrated. And then, so they just went down for that and like, I guess ended with kindergarten. But it was a long process.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That really is interesting. We'll have to have Shirley on for sure.
Yeah.
And talk about all that.
Yeah.
We got a moment to take a break,
Sure.
Libby. 10:32. We'll come back with more of 100 Years Ago with Lacy right after this, and our Wednesday morning continues.
Oh no, another bad headache? Yeah. Maybe it's time to see your doctor.
OSF Healthcare can handle all of your family's primary care needs, including diagnosing health issues or referring you to a specialist. Schedule an appointment today.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
Yo, what up? It's Mike Keith, the proud graduate of Lewis and Clark Community College. I got my start in broadcasting and now I work all over the country. I discovered my path in media, but I could have been an electrician. Or I could have been a nurse.
Maybe not.
Get paid to go solar.
We're not solar bros. At Grid, we're solar pros. We explain the process behind solar power so you can make an informed decision. We'll work with you to make owning your power as simple as possible and affordable with zero down financing and payment options. Our only goal is to save you money. Call Grid when you're ready to be independent of the power company.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh-made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Since 1993, Sparks Junk Removal is always adapting to the needs of our clients. That is why we now offer weekly trash pickup for selected areas. Plus, we offer driveway-safe rubber-tired dumpster rental. Give us a call today at 618-781-1407 or visit us at sparksjunkremoval.net.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Everybody come along with me. We're gonna hit the thing down in Gay Paris.
Welcome back, 10:35. It's a Wednesday. I have Friday off, though. I'm not doing a show. For the first time, I'm going to say no best of. I'm just going to call it a 3-day weekend.
Perfect. perfect.
Yep, turning it off. Turning it off.
People will miss you.
Well.
Let's watch a rerun.
I can't say what I actually want to say on the air, but I'll always be there when you never need me, you know? You can put that 2 and 2 together, I'd hope, at home. And we're back with Lacy talking about how we had to learn how to play on a playground. And really, though, what I find it fascinating is the way they actually marketed this nationally to make a global movement out of it.
Yeah. And I don't know when what was it officially called? The Playground and Recreation Association of America started, but I want to say the magazine was already happening by like 1910. I'd have to check, but they had years and years and years of those digitized that you can go through and sort of like see the evolution of a lot of it. So it was really fascinating.
How much did all this equipment cost? You know, because I mean,
oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because they're putting them in all the parks,
right? And I don't know if the schools already had playground equipment before this.
Yeah.
Like I assume that even before there was a push for public playgrounds, that the schools had something. But one of the
like a giant pole you just climbed up.
Yeah, right, exactly.
That was it.
Right. One of the most fun things that I found when I was going through the Playground magazine was all of the ads for different playground equipment, and it's mostly jungle gyms. It's like, this jungle gym is 5 feet tall. This jungle gym is 15 feet tall. Like, how many kids do you need to fit on the jungle gym?
Well, that's, it's so funny because you look at some of those old playground equipment that they use, and like some of that could have killed you multiple times. But the jungle gym is just the worst. I mean, I have never understood the folklore or whatever you want to call it, the love affair with a jungle gym. I mean, nothing says exciting like a bunch of metal rods that make a little dome.
Yeah, and if you fall, you're either going to fall really far or you're going to fall really far but hit a bunch of poles on the way down.
Yeah, nothing says, yeah. Have fun. Go have fun. Have fun, little Johnny. Don't slip because there's a little bit of water on that metal there. But it's like, what can you even do on the damn thing but just stand there? I mean, I guess you could hang off of it. Oh, yeah. Woo!
Maybe those are the stunts.
That's the stunts. That's exactly what they were talking about. But I've never understood a jungle gym. Even now, I'm like, it's 2025. Rip it out and move on.
If anyone has any thoughts on the pros of a jungle gym,
there's people watching going, man, this guy really hates jungle gyms.
See, but that's the kind of thing I feel like, I like that kind of strong opinion. Like, I want people, like the hill for people to die on to be something that you could like really not have an opinion at all about, or like really care about.
I do, and this one I'm starting to really care about. I mean, I'm getting ready to go make some phone calls here, and there will be no jungle gyms left. That's why do you think you could be like, do mayors have executive orders like in Alton like they do in like LA and stuff? Like, do they have like a little thing you could sign, like a decree, and say, like if I was ever mayor 25 years from now, because we got to forget about my partying first, like,
this is Alton. We don't have to
That's
forget.
True. But I just, it's like, I think I would sign like a little decree that said we're getting rid of them. They're just gone.
Well, I think there's
no jungle gyms.
That's one of those like things where you have I don't remember what it's called, but where like you make a law or you make a decree or whatever, and there's no like funding or way to do it, and then you have to like steal funding from other
there's no legality to it. I wouldn't imagine. Like, there's no actual I don't know. I wouldn't think so.
I think the best way to do that would be to go see if any of the playgrounds had jungle gyms first.
There's still some.
Are there?
Oh, I have them marked.
Okay. Put together a proposal, figure out the funding, and then you can make the decree.
That's right. But we just rip them out. I'm ready. I think I'm ready to declare war on jungle gyms. You got me fired up about this today. 100 years of jungle gyms. It's got to come to a close. I mean, I looked at some of because I got bored the other. I'm like, what is an old playground? Some of these things were dangerous. I mean, it was. I mean, Alton's was nice and they did a good job with it. But I mean, some of the stuff they tried to sell to these schools to have kids play on, it's like, where's the fun in a 20-foot pole that you can swing on?
It's hard because there's also kind of the balance between like fun and safe.
Yeah.
Like a really tall slide is fun, but it's not safe.
Right. And a really tall metal slide.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
because we didn't have plastic slides back then.
It's really fun. And also, like, it will burn you. You will fall off and break multiple bones. Like, it's only fun if you do it exactly correctly, which small children are known for doing.
Man, at summer sport, they had that, though. That I don't know if that place set's still there, but when I was a kid, I would go every day in the summer, and that darn slide would be this just scorched earth.
Yes.
Scorched earth.
Yes.
There was you could be in the pool for 45 minutes. You were bone dry if you got on that slide. You know, I mean, it was just, you were frying like an egg on the way down.
Yeah. So, but they were fun in the very perfect conditions.
It was fun.
And then, like if you have a plastic slide, it's safer, but sometimes you have to like pull yourself down it a little bit.
Yeah.
So it's like finding those very specific angles and materials to build things out of that where you mitigate the danger but still have fun. And that would be a hard job because fun and safety don't always go together.
No, and it's one of those where it's like, what's fun for you? Is it, I don't know. It just ain't a jungle gym. I can tell you that much, Lacy. It ain't a jungle gym. So with that being said, did they have like a big coverage of when like the kids actually went to the public parks in Alton, like after it all started? Like, was that kind of a thing?
Oh my gosh, there were so many articles about playgrounds and the new playground commission and when they were figuring all this out. And then we actually have a lot of photos in the Robert Grawl collection of some of the playground directors and the some of the things they did at the playgrounds. Like they had a light box parade, they had plays, like they put on plays. Yeah. So it was
at
a
the
really
playground?
big deal. Yeah,
Plays at the playground.
Plays at the playground.
There you go.
And I don't know. So for a period of time, Haskell House, that's in Haskell Park, like that was where the Parks Department was located. And so some of it was stuff that they were doing like in that building. So it wasn't just like you went to the playground and did a play.
Right.
But I don't know exactly, I don't remember exactly when that became part of it. So there was a huge evolution, and the park history itself is really interesting.
Really cool. And that's one thing too I think people are always fascinated about, because it just has so many, sentimental ties to them too.
Yeah.
That is cool. What are you writing about next week?
Okay. So I am writing about a goat.
Hey, what happened to Lyman Trumbull?
It's in August.
Oh, that's right. I was thinking about it, but you are correct.
He's on his way.
Okay.
It's a goat that was the mascot for Koch Brothers meat store, and he smoked cigarettes.
Wait, what? Hold on, you got to repeat that, because I am like literally just like I just kind of blacked out there whenever you started hitting me with that information.
Okay, goat named Billy or Sweet William.
Sweet Billy?
Sweet Billy.
Sweet William?
Specifically Sweet William or Billy.
Okay.
He went by those names. And he would stand, I guess, in front of the meat market.
Is this a real goat?
Yeah.
Oh my God, no way.
I don't make this stuff up.
I thought it was like a guy in a mascot like you see on the Strip. I had a Minnie Mouse that was chain smoking Pall Malls for about 10 minutes. So I thought that's what you meant, like some guy in a
literal goat that smoked cigarettes. He could smoke. I'm ruining next week. I'm not gonna have anything to say.
No, it's gonna be just fine. I will get us through next week just fine.
He could smoke 6 cigarettes at a time, and he would smoke the cigarette halfway and then like move it to the side and swallow it. So I ended the article.
So how quick did that goat die?
Okay, that's what got crazy. Did not die from the cigarettes.
No. No way.
Found an article about that. Not from the cigarettes. So I was like, I don't want anyone to feel like this is something that we are suggesting. So I was like, please do not give cigarettes to animals. Also, I think that cigarettes in the 20s were very different from now. Like, there's a lot more plastic now. The filters. There's a lot
You're
more
right.
like.
Yeah. Not a lot of fiberglass and no fiberglass going into your lungs, because if you smoke menthol, that's what's happening.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't good for you in the 20s.
But it still was not. I mean, I think a little bit better.
I think it was better for a goat to eat them in the 1920s than it would be for a goat to eat them now.
It's fair.
I don't know if it would be better to smoke them as a goat in the 1920s versus now. But also, don't give cigarettes to goats.
That's right. Do not, unless you can take a picture and send it to me, because that would be pretty darn funny.
It would be. Photoshop it.
Photoshop it. I gotta see a photo of this goat. Do you have?
I do not have a photo of the goat. I found a photo. It's not a photo. I found a picture of a goat on a cigarette box. So that's the picture that I ended up using.
I'm excited to talk about this goat, the goat of smoking, quite literally, greatest of all time.
Yeah, he was called the best smoker in Alton.
You know, I have I was going through my old Snapchat memories, and I had a few. I didn't have 6 hanging out of my mouth, but there was a couple of times where it got you just need a little bit more than one cigarette.
Well, we can put that picture at the end of the
article. I would not. 1046, Lacy, thank you for stopping by. We'll talk again on Wednesday.
Sounds good.
We'll take a quick break here. We'll come back with a little bit more and then wrap up this Wednesday morning right after this on Riverbender.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Macias Insurance Agency, providing quality products with extremely competitive prices. As an independent provider, we source multiple companies to offer the best rates possible. Covering auto, home, business, and life insurance, our goal is to provide quality service that meets and exceeds customer expectations. You can rest easy knowing the Macias team is working round the clock to ensure that both you and the most important parts of your life are covered. Our qualified professionals make the insurance process easy so you can live carefree and focus on what matters most. Visit MaciasInsuranceAgency.com today to find out what our team can do for you.
No matter the season, Play It Again Sports in Edwardsville has the gear the athletes need to get in the game. Whether you're shopping for the newest sports equipment or saving money on quality used gear, Play It Again Sports carries what you need to maximize performance to get the most out of every swing, kick, stroke, or shot. We'll even buy your used goods, paying cash on the spot. We carry all the gear for all the sports all year long. We're your hometown sporting goods store. Play It Again Sports, conveniently located at 4 Club Center Court in Edwardsville.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
When I got in the car accident at the ER, they gave me a prescription of hydrocodone. And over time, it took more medication to mask the pain. I moved over to drug seeking and found heroin and fentanyl. I went to the Centerstone rehab facility, and it was the best decision I ever made in my life. I have my own car, I have a job, there's nothing holding me back anymore.
Do you need to declutter your space? Time to call me, the Queen of Junk. Since 1993, we have grown to be the leader in residential, commercial, and property management junk removal. At Sparks Junk Removal, we are eco-friendly. We recycle, donate, or repurpose items back into our community. Trash is our last resort to the landfill. Plus, with our all-inclusive service, our crews handle everything from labor to lifting and landfill fees. Give us a call or visit our website, sparksjunkremoval.net, to reclaim your space today.
When you need a project done right, on budget and on time, trust Gillahan Concrete. Gillahan handles every kind of project, big and small. Commercial, industrial, residential, from room additions and garages to patios, driveways, and more. Gillahan brings quality and experience to every job. Family owned with over 30 years of service to our community. Call today at 618-781-3914 or visit GillahanConcrete.com.
Looking for the best barbecue in Madison County? Head over to Carver's Barbecue in Godfrey, Illinois. From loaded barbecue nachos to mouth-watering pulled pork, brisket, ribs, and more, Carver's serves up award-winning flavors you'll love. Family-owned, Carver's is all about fresh-made in-house dishes served daily. Come visit us at 2716 Groveland in Godfrey, or give us a call at 618-467-9999. Order online, get it catered, or stop by for the best smoked meats around. Where great flavors meet family tradition, you'll find Carver's Barbecue.
Have a rash, pink eye, or urinary tract infection and need care now? OSF On-Call Urgent Care is here to treat you. Start a virtual visit 24/7, whenever and wherever you need it. It's just that easy. osfoncall.org/virtual visit.
You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Carmen and the devil walking side by side. I said, hey, Carmen, come on, let's go downtown. She said, I gotta go, but my friend is sticking around. Take the load off Fanny. Take the load for free.
Welcome back. 10:52. Couple of three things left for you today. We'll start with this one from Ameren. Hey, I wanted to fill you in. Dan did a great write-up on our conversation with Michael Pittman. He's the manager of new clean energy programs with Ameren, Illinois. The program, which began in the first quarter of 2024, offers comprehensive assessments to public school districts within the Ameren, Illinois service territory. The assessments evaluate both the interior and exterior of school buildings and provide a strategic roadmap to increase energy efficiency, including opportunities to update HVAC systems, improve insulation, and consider even solar facilities. Since the program's rollout, all 80 school districts in the service area have enrolled or have completed assessments. Pittman said the Alton School District's report is expected to be delivered in June this year, and schools interested in participating can submit a simple questionnaire online at AmerenIllinoisSavings.com, after which an enrollment specialist is going to follow up. Pittman also singled out the East St. Louis School District as an area set for considerable savings because of Ameren's work with this program. Pittman also highlighted that the program's positive impact with an example from Cuba, where updating the HVAC system resulted in a $1,700 savings in energy in 1 month. Ameren, Illinois plans to expand the program to private schools as well, offering similar support to their energy management. School districts participating in the program will also have access to Ameren, Illinois' energy efficiency team, which has helped other districts achieve major savings through tailored energy solutions. But one of those conversations we had that was so fascinating, and glad that Dan did a really good write-up on that. Hey, so wanted to fill you in on these two things. Man, so May the 4th, is Star Wars Day for all the Star Wars lovers out there, and there's a Las Vegas wedding chapel that's decided that they're ready to take your money. So listen to this. They previously offered Star Wars wedding themes for May 4th, 2024, and said couples who want to tie the knot in that galaxy far, far away could choose from 2 packages. Yoda one for me, or Love Star. I love Yoda one for me. That's pretty funny. The chapel promoted the packages with photos of staff members wearing T-shirts saying, "Till Death Star do us part." And Elvis was in one of them. Now, see, nothing wrong with having an Elvis there, Both wedding packages, an officiant dressed as either Princess Leia or Darth What is playing on my screen? Or Darth Vader are going to be officiating the ceremony, and a video of the ceremony and a Star Wars themed wedding certificate. So how about this? You can do this pretty cheap. Okay, hear me out. The Love Star package is available for $600, okay? And the pricier Yoda one for me, which includes round-trip limousine service and Unity Sand ceremony. I don't know what that is, but it costs $900, so think about that. Tie the knot in Vegas and go have an Elvis impersonator, Darth Vader, and the whole kit and caboodle there. I wouldn't do it, but, you know, I just won't. Hey, with that being said, so pickleball is starting to just go crazy, I think. I saw this video. This was nuts. It was two younger people. I mean, it was a younger game. It looked like it anyway. The guy was shaking hands at the end of the game. Have you seen this? And the other guy kicks him in the head and knocks him out at a pickleball game. So I'm watching this, and it was like crazy to me that pickleball got that competitive, but they're shaking each other's hands, and I guess someone bumped a racket, and the racket dropped, and when he went to go pick up the racket, the buffoon kicked him right in the head as he was bending his head down to go pick the racket up and just dropped him. And it's like, man, could not believe that pickleball gets that rough. But a team of 4 pickleball enthusiasts decided that they wanted to show the world just how crazy they are. 36 consecutive hours of matches, okay? They took on the record of the longest marathon at Pickler Universe in Carrollton and ended with their attempt at 36 hours. So the current record is held by a foursome who played for 34 hours and 5 minutes and 55 seconds, but who's counting. Evidence from the last attempt must still be approved and reviewed before Guinness goes ahead and gives that title. But they started playing at 6 a.m. local time on Saturday, and they didn't obviously wrap up for 36 hours. The attempt raised $18,000, though, and this is what I think is the really cool portion of the story. I wanted to share it with you. For Taylor's Gift Foundation, it's a charity supporting organ donation and providing aid to families who decide to donate organs of their loved ones, and it was a great incentive. So wanted to shout this out, though, because Mark Olson said this cause is so close to his wife's heart, and she wanted to inspire the couple's daughter. They played for 36 hours. It's just incredible to me. So anyway, pickleball, 36 hours. And the folks on Stamper Lane, your time starts now. I'm telling you, there's a couple of them out there that I think could play pickleball for at least 48 hours straight. I truly believe so. My question is, like, what are the rules? Because it doesn't give you the requirements or, like, what happened. They just played 36 consecutive hours of matches. So, like, do you go down to 1 if you need to use the restroom or eat something? Or how do you sleep? I guess you don't. Wild to me. Anyway, wanted to share that with you. I'm out of time today. And wanted to end on something that wasn't newsy for once. I'll see you tomorrow, which is my Friday. I will not be in the studio on Friday. We're going to not even have a best of running, but I will be here live tomorrow on Thursday and on Saturday as we're celebrating Village Dispensary. On that note, have a great day, but try your best to stay out of jail.